Music like radio.
It's Craig, and it's great to be joined by Tom Walker. How are you? All right?
I'm all right, Craig, lad. How are you doing?
I'm not bad. Now, did I see a picture of you on Facebook dressed as a pumpkin, or was I completely losing the plot the other week?
Yeah, do you know what? I never dress up for Halloween, and one of my best mates, Ross, he was throwing a night called Masquerada, and he was like, "You better dress up. Don't be coming down in a normal outfit. You never put any effort in, and you always just turn up as yourself." And I was like, "All right, no worries, lad. All right, calm down." So me and my missus ordered an 11 quid pumpkin outfit each, and we rocked up, got there. He hadn't even got changed yet, and then it was
No.
2 hours till he did get changed, and I was like, "This is poor effort, mate. I cannot believe the grilling you were giving me before, and you've turned up, and it's not right, is what it is." But it was good fun, and at the particular establishment we were in, they had UV lights, so me and my missus were in the middle of the dance floor, bright orange, like honestly, lighting the whole place up. We looked ridiculous. It was amazing.
Before we start any further, I've got light envy. You're flashing away in the background there, aren't you, with your
Oh,
lights?
mate, over lockdown, I bought some LEDs, try and make the background look a little bit different. I've got to look at it a lot on a Zoom screen, so if I can try and make it in, I did all this taping that you see here. I
Oh,
did
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm jack of all trades these days.
Let me just see if I can get mine. Oh, look at that. Mine flashed
Oh,
like
you
that.
got the strobe.
Look
Oh,
at this. Oh, yeah. That's like right. Anyway, let's get on with the interview. So, first of all, can I just say, great to chat with you. You've had Wait For You, Better Half of Me, which were fantastic tunes, great ballads, absolutely awesome.
nice one, lads. Yeah, it's nice to be releasing new music again. It was quite a long break. I think released music maybe like April. I think Wait For You came out, maybe a bit later than that. So to be back in the game and to be busy again and to be talking to lovely people such as yourself, it's such a nice feeling. I really miss like the hustle and the bustle of the music industry, and being able to get about. And I know some stuff is still not face to face and there's still a bit of zooming, but it's nice to see the world slowly returning to whatever the new normal is going to be.
Now, something beautiful with Masked Wolf. I've got to say, your vocals on that are absolutely huge. I mean, it's like you've got Masked Wolf starting it off and you come in. And how did the collab come about? You must be asked this all the time, but this is a collaboration we never saw coming.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that was one of the special things about, a little silver lining that I managed to find over lockdown, like working with an artist in Australia, like normally songwriters go out to LA or Nashville or whatever. They go to London, like that's where you do your writing sessions normally. But because of, everyone being stuck at home, me and Steve Mack, who I wrote Leave a Light On with, we wrote that in the first lockdown. It was our first Zoom session that we ever did together. And we bashed it out in a couple of hours, but the verses just weren't right. And I then proceeded for about 6 months to write 28 different verses for it, none of which landed. And eventually I'd heard Masked Wolf's song Astronaut in the Ocean, and I decided, like, do you know what? I'm just going to chance it here. I'm just going to send it to him, see if he likes it and see if he's up for doing it. Sent him it with the verse 1 and verse 2 missing. He literally recorded the part that you hear on the record now and sent it straight back, and that was it. It literally just spot on the first time. And those things don't come about too often. Like normally you've got to really work to get to something, and it's rare that it just... I worked a long time to try and get it right, and then he just absolutely nailed it in a day, which was amazing. So I just decided to run with it. I thought it was a really cool collab to have, and me and him got together like a month ago to finally meet in person out in LA and do the music video together, which was just incredible. So yeah, lovely lad, great working with him.
where was the concept behind it? Because it's a mum with her son, and I don't want to give too much away if you've not seen it. She ends up with the police, and whose idea was all that?
Well, it was Anastasia, the director. She was absolutely amazing, and I always, for my music videos, I always want to bring a proper narrative to it. I want it to take the lyrics of the song and find a new angle on it. Do you know what I mean? But it fully encompasses the song, and the song is about finding a silver lining in a really dark, troublesome, testing time. And that's what the whole video is about. It was like this lad's struggling, his mum gets taken away. But then at the end of the video, he finds a bit of solace. He finds a couple of mates, you know, and like things aren't the worst. He's finding like the beautiful moment in the darkness. And that's, I think Anastasia just captured that so well. She was amazing on the video. So yeah, properly happy with it. But I think music videos where they don't have a proper narrative and it's just like somebody dancing around a bloody Rolls Royce or something, it's so boring. Like have a bit of narrative, you know what I mean?
Do your job, just to dance around a Rolls Royce dressed as a pumpkin.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna do a music video, I mean, you know, maybe I've not tried it. Maybe I need to get some Rolls Royces in my video and try something new, dance around them.
Maybe I could just dance around them for you, possibly.
Come down, lad. We'll sort it out. I'll get on the phone to the rollers today.
I've got my lycra. I'll be all right. I'll be sorted.
I've got my pumpkin outfit, so we'll be matched for heaven, lad.
How long did it take to film that video? Because it must have been quite a hard process.
It was one day. It was
really?
one. I think they'd been shooting the day before, getting some like extra shots to put in the video that I wasn't a part of, but the main bulk of it was all done in one day. It was a long day. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning till 12 at night we were shooting. So I listened to that song because obviously you've got to lip sync along with it.
Yeah.
Of it. And honestly, by the end of the day, I must have heard it about 300 times. And I was walking down all these streets in LA, you know, like blasting this tune out of a massive speaker in the middle of the day. And everyone's just looking out the windows like, what the hell is going on outside there? There's this lad in a beanie in 27-degree heat walking up and down the street shouting something beautiful every 5 minutes. But music videos are always a bit like that. They feel so strange on the day to shoot it. And then you watch it back and you're like, I cannot believe how good this looks. It's amazing.
And you're just going, I'm getting paid for it. I don't care. I'll just do whatever you tell me to do.
I'm just waiting for somebody to come out and like knock me out because I've woken him up or something, you know. Like in the morning screaming something beautiful down his street.
It's me, darling. How does it feel to hear the tune on the radio? Because it sounds awesome. It's on our A-list. How does that feel when you hear your work actually being played out of the radio?
There's something special about the radio. Like, I don't know what it is, but like every time you're in the car and I hear my own music, like it just sounds so special through that shiny radio compressor. I don't know what they've all got back there, but it's so good. And like, it never ceases to be exciting to me hearing my tunes on the radio. So I thank you for the support. I really appreciate it.
That's right. I'm just checking some figures here. You got 4.3 million global streams, just reading off here now. It's on TikTok. The music videos out. We said this earlier. I have no idea what these mean, but they're just big figures. It must be awesome just to be able to see that and how people are actually consuming your song now and really taking to it. It's really taking off.
I think for me, like the biggest thing is like when you do a gig in a country that you've never been to, thinking no one's going to know these lyrics, nobody's going to know these songs, no one's going to turn up to the gig. Like I did a gig in Japan and I'd never been there before. It was Summer Sonic Festival. And I walked out and it was really dark while they were doing the changeover. And I thought, oh no one's turned up to the gig here. Turn out there's like 2,000 Japanese fans singing along to like several of the big songs. And I was just like, this is crazy. And I think that's the beautiful thing about the modern age. Like music can really make its way around the entire world and get to people. So yeah, just blessed to be doing it, man. So buzzing. I absolutely love my job. I'm not gonna lie.
So what's the plans then for 2022? Because we've got Christmas coming up, and then are we going to see album, tour, more collabs? Who would you like to really collaborate with? If there was one person, Mass Wolf was one of those things that happened, who would be the artist you'd really want to do a collab with next year?
Do you know what? I'd love to get in with Calvin Harris because I always think he changes the game every time he makes a new pop banger. And yeah, it's just it'd be sick to get in with him. I don't know if it'll happen, but that's definitely the top of the list for me is Calvin Harris.
Do you know anybody who can make it happen?
I know a few people, but I'm saving my cards. So next time I get in the top 10, I'll be like, "Hey, Calvin, do you want to jump in together, lad?" Yeah,
Can't you just DM him and see what happens?
yeah, well, I could do. I probably should. I'm one of them people. I'm like, "Oh, it'll never happen. I'll never get back to me." I have a bit more belief in myself. I might just, I tell you what, that's it. I'm doing it right now.
I tell you what did happen. I was chatting to Tom Grennan a bit ago. You know, he did the tune with Calvin Harris.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure he said to me, Calvin Harris messaged him while he was on the toilet.
Well, that's a great place to receive a message, Calvin, on the throne. Absolutely.
Well, Tom, it's been amazing catching up. People want to check you out. You're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that kind of stuff.
I am indeed. I am Tom Walker on all social media platforms. And nice one, Craig. Thanks for having us on, lad. I really appreciate it.
That's all right. And I'm loving the guitars in the background as well. And we'll speak again soon.
Nice one, mate. Cheers. Take it easy.
Like radio.
Like radio.
Like music. Like radio.